Now the 26th question. Just go through the question. If a news is broadcast from London at 1:45 p.m. on Monday, at what time and on what day will it be heard at Dhaka? And the longitude is being given as 90° east longitude. The question number 26. See, this particular area, it is related with standard time zones, which we had discussed in our Earth and Universe module. We discussed about latitudes, longitudes, and what is the purpose of latitude and longitude other than using for locating a particular place. And the importance of longitude is that it can be used to determine the standard time zone of a particular region. So if this is prime meridian, we call it as GMT, right? If you are going towards east of GMT, we need to add time with the time in the GMT. And if you are going towards west, we need to subtract time from GMT, right? And we have already discussed, we discussed about for each 1 degree difference in the longitude compared with GMT, there will be difference of 4 minutes. Right? I am not discussing how this came. Okay. So in this particular question, the longitude is being given as 90° east. So that means we need to add time with GMT. Okay. So for 1 degree it is 4 minutes. For 90° it will come out as 90 into 4, 360 minutes. Divided by 60, we will get it in terms of hours. Okay. So now we need to add this 6 hours to GMT. Now tell me what is the time in GMT. It is already given there, right? It is given that at London the time is 1:45 p.m. So what we need to do is simply add 6 hours to this 1:45 p.m. So the answer will come out as 7:45 p.m. and the day will be Monday itself. Okay. There is actually difference of day. When there is difference of 24 hours, it only happens in ideal line. Again, the concept related with ideal we have already discussed in the class. Okay. Now the 27th question. Just go through the question. Why the seasons are indistinguishable in tropical regions, or why the 4 seasons are indistinguishable in the tropical regions? Again, we have discussed this in our Earth and Universe module, right? In 2015, there were a question related from this particular area, like why the length of the daytime and night time is varying. UPSC had already asked a question from that area. Now we have already discussed about the rotational tilt of the earth, how the earth is revolving around the sun, all these things, right? Now the physical effects of revolution of earth on a tilted axis, revolution of earth on a tilted axis, the physical effect of this revolution is, first thing, the length of the daytime and the night time will vary, and the altitude of the midday sun will vary, and we will be having temperature difference throughout the season because of this altitudinal difference in the sun. If you observe the apparent movement of the sun, we will understand that the sun is, or the apparent movement of sun is limited to the tropical regions. The sun moves from Tropic of Cancer towards the Tropic of Capricorn, or from Tropic of Capricorn towards the Tropic of Cancer. So the apparent movement is actually limited within the tropical regions. So the regions in the tropical place, it will have insolation throughout the year. Okay, so that the seasons will be indistinguishable in tropical regions. Now again, I am not going into the details of these concepts. We have already discussed this in detail in our climatology sessions or Earth and Universe session. Now if you observe the options, we will understand that A and B will not be the answer. Rotation and revolution alone cannot be the answer in this particular context. Third option, altitude of the midday sun varies very little. See, this is nothing but physical effect of revolution of earth on a tilted axis. Revolution of earth on a tilted axis. How much it is tilted actually? 66.5 degree. right? And we already studied that there are three physical effects for this revolution on a tilted axis. Okay, the altitude of the midday sun varies, the varying daytime and nighttime, or varying length of daytime and nighttime, and the the temperature difference according with seasons. Now, so the answer will come out as C. Any doubts? Okay. Now, see the 28th question. Again, another ABCD question. Now, I am not going into the detail of that question. Now, I already told you that whenever you are hearing the term thunderstorms, the first thing that should come to your mind is cumulonimbus clouds. Thunderstorms are nothing but a well developed cumulonimbus clouds producing thunder and lightning. The answer will come out as D. Okay, go through the 29th question. It is related with thunderstorms, and again it is a three statement question. Okay, now just go through the second option. Pre-monsoon thunderstorms over Indian subcontinent are usually caused by western disturbances. See, when I was discussing about the major weather events, I told you the importance of western disturbance, right? Western disturbance always provides us winter rainfall. And when we were discussing about thunderstorms, I discussed about the conditions conducive for the formation of, or factors necessary for the formation of thunderstorms. One, factors necessary for the formation of thunderstorms. One, like warm and moist air in the lower atmosphere. Okay, in the lower atmosphere, air should be warm and it should be moist, and there should be updraft, or the air should, from the lower atmosphere, it should rise towards the upper atmosphere or upper troposphere. So for that, some kind of uplifting mechanism should be there. The uplifting mechanism, it can be whether orographic, or it can be cyclonic, or it can be frontal. We already discussed that, right? Now, considering the second statement, it is told that the western disturbances provides us conducive conditions for the formation of thunderstorms. If you have been following news articles, we will understand that we will be seeing news articles of western disturbance not only in the winter months but also in other months, like especially in the pre-monsoon months. Okay, and this, when western disturbance are coming to our subcontinent in pre-monsoon months, it will result in rainfall and it will provide this moist air which is needed for the formation of thunderstorms. So in the pre-monsoon months, you will be seeing the news articles of western disturbance and thunderstorms. They will be together in the newspaper. You can so interlink it that way. Again, we have already discussed that in the class, right? So if you know this, the second statement is true. Okay, now the question is about which of the following is not correct, right? So you can eliminate the options containing second statement. So you can eliminate A, B as well as D. So the answer will come out as 3. Now go through the third statement. The upper level jet stream carry away moisture and thus weaken a thunderstorm. Okay, see, when we were discussing about jet streams, I told you about the physical effects of jet streams, right? A jet stream will intensify at mid latitude cyclone, and it will intensify at thunderstorms, and it will weaken tropical cyclones, right? So if you remember that part, you can straight away go to the answer, right? So that statement is wrong. Jet stream, it will always intensify at thunderstorms. Now should I explain why? Okay, see, if we will be having updraft, right? In thunderstorms, the warm moist air, it will be moving towards the upper troposphere. Now when it condenses, the cool air, it will come towards the lower atmosphere, and we call that as downdraft. Now if the downdraft is taking place in that particular place itself, in that center region itself, this will eventually weaken the thunderstorms. But when there is a jet stream, this downdraft, it will take place in some other place, so that this region, this warm moist region, it will always stay there itself, so that the thunderstorm will go on intensifying, right? Now come to the 30th question. the earth is an oblate spheroid and not a perfect sphere. This is because, again, we have already discussed this in the class. The reason is because of rotation of the earth. The rotation felt on the earth will be different if you are going from pole towards the equator region. The rotation felt on the pole will be 0 and will be maximum will be there in the equatorial regions or in the equator regions. Okay. Now, if you remember that, you will get the answer, and the answer will come out as A only. And all the other options like 2 and 3rd, they are utterly wrong. If you have some basic concept, you will understand that 2nd and 3rd is wrong. Okay.